Hello to another rodeo with the Tater Cowgirls. My granddaughter Adriana and I will prepare what we call in Swabian Bavaria Schupfnudeln. In Bavaria, where my grandfather came from, where they grow the hops, they called it Tradiwixpfeifel, and I would say I translate it into English as Bavarian push pasta. How sounds that? And we eat it with sauerkraut, so I prepare sauerkraut with it. And Eddie likes it with apple, with some apple butter, but that's up to you. We do it with sauerkraut today, and let's get started with the sauerkraut. And as a professional kraut, born in Germany, I show you my grandma's recipe. So what I did this morning to cut the time a little, I cubed this tempeh, organic smoky tempeh, fake and bacon. I cubed it and I fried it here in this non-stick pan with chopped onion. And see that the dark stuff in the pan, so don't worry about that. I put a little bit liquid smoke in it and a little bit of water, and then I fried it. It's kind of like a bacon texture, and you really want something smoked in that meal that gives it the right flavor. So now we heat this pan and get it hot again. And don't worry about the black stuff that goes all with the sauerkraut goes in there, and then we need all that flavor in the sauerkraut when it simmers. Okie dokie. So let's get that hot, and then I show you the sauerkraut I have. This is the one, that's a very good one, Eden organic sauerkraut. The ingredients are only organic cabbage, water and sea salt. Be careful if you're on a whole plant-based diet, vegan like I am, that you don't use sauerkraut with lactic acid, which is from milk. So some of them have lactic acid in it, and we want to have that. This one is great. I think I bought it at Whole Foods. There are others out there, just look in the ingredients, you know, and use that one. Okay, it's hot here. So what you want to do is pour the sauerkraut in it with the liquid, so don't drain anything. Pour it in the hot pan.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
That's a lot.
The whole thing. I really eat a lot of sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is really healthy. A lot of vitamins. It's like kombucha. You know kombucha, the fermented drink, Asian drink. I have it sometimes in the refrigerator. I think mommy likes it too. And it's really there's lots of vitamins in there. It's really healthy. I actually eat it raw sometimes. Okay, so let's get that hot and see how the black stuff gets off the pan. I just heat it up now. Mix the fake bacon and the onion under it, and let it just reduce the liquid. What we need for it is also caraway seed, a fourth, you know what, I think 2/4, means a half tablespoon of caraway seed, a little bit of pepper, not much, just a little bit. And I do not put salt in it because there is salt in the sauerkraut. That's enough. Now let's get that hot. This is the pot with boiling water, which we put the Schupfnudeln in. The Schupfnudeln are made from potatoes. So if you have leftover mashed potatoes, that works perfect. If not, do like I do. I boiled russet potatoes. These are the ones, you know, the paler ones, not the yellow ones. You can use whatever potato you want, but But that's if you have to choose one and start from scratch. Boil the russet, the white, floury kind of potatoes, and you need 600 grams. I mash that here with a potato masher. There's nothing in there except of the potatoes right now, the boiled potatoes. I peeled them after they boiled, and I mashed them. And did I show you the...
You did.
The bacon? Yeah, I did that. All right. So half for the sauerkraut, half maybe a cup of vegetable broth ready, just in case you need a little bit one. If the liquid goes down too much, you want to replenish with broth later. Right now we just let it in a non-stick pan, let it heat up and reduce the stuff. Okay, here, let me get down a little here so that you see everything what's going on. We are on my refrigerator again. I know it's your favorite spot. Okay, so for this one we need 170 grams of whole wheat flour, and we need a little bit of salt. You can always put more salt later in. Start with a little bit. A little bit of nutmeg. I wouldn't do more than maybe an 1/8 teaspoon. I just eyeball it here. Okay. And then we need a tablespoon of potato starch. It's this one. I have this here. Red mill potato starch. If you don't have potato starch, use a cornstarch. You should do it too. Then we have 175 grams of whole wheat flour. And as I said, these are about 600 grams of potato in there. Okay. And now we mix that to a dough. And the dough should not be sticky. Yeah, you wanna do it a little. You can stir a little. Stir with a wooden spoon in there. Don't use a metallic spoon. Okay. See, the dough is already getting ready. I always have a few more boiled potatoes on the side, just in case it gets too firm. I can always add a potato, to adjust. But I think we are just doing fine here. So this is a really firm, you see that? Yeah. This is a really firm dough. This is should not be sticky or cling too much to the bowl. This is really easy to knead. So there should be enough flour in it to knead it good, to have it firm and sturdy. Okay. And now we put some we put some flour here and put the dough out. And just put a little, let's do half of it for now. And what we do is, Addie's watching because she's doing that later too. Okay. What we do is we make little rolls. Put that away. We make little rolls. About, I would say, a finger thick. Yeah, I have thick fingers. It works. Like this. This should be the thickness, not thicker. Let's get it. If it's that thick, we cut it like a little in an angle. And then this one goes, you make it in the hand. It looks like that, like there's little tips here. They can be a little thicker in the middle. You want to do it? You want to try it? Yeah. And we just leave it here. And I roll a little bit more. And then just leave it here on the floured surface until we have a few. Yeah. This is why they call push pasta. They are getting pushed with the hand, with the palms of your hands. They're getting pushed. Not too long, Eddie. Don't make them too long. Okay. This is like a little bit too, yeah, like this. See, like this. Okay. This is long enough, okay?
This has a...
You can have a little, roll it a little bit more. Yeah, and then put it here. All right. Okay. Can you go on? I make you a few here, a few portions. So just go on and roll them here, okay? I roll a few more here. It's too long.
I know, that's why I need to make
You have to make this. See that there are little tips, and in the middle is it a little thicker. Okay. All right. I wash my hands really quick. Because I wanna make the sauerkraut. I continue with the sauerkraut. Stirred it. Looks good. And I put that on the lower. Let's put it here. And put it on low for maybe 3 minutes. I wouldn't do it more. We leave that on high. Put that here. Put the water over here. This is the water for our push pasta. We have to boil them about a few minutes until they come up in the water. Remember, we did the same thing with the bread dumplings. So we have to throw them in here. Then they have to come up and swim. And then I put them in a colander and let them put cold water over it. And then we have to fry them in a pan. Then they go into the sauerkraut, and I will show you everything later. Okay, should I help you here a little bit?
Yes, please.
That one.
Okay. You're starting to get sticky.
Actually, what we do now is I turn off, and then we come back when we have them all pushed. And when I put them in the water, we will get back to you. Hello, we're back. See, we made all the push pasta. I show you the last batch we made. We already have several ones here in the colander, which we poured cold water over it, but I want to show you what I do here. So we made these pasta. Eddie made them, almost all of them, so thanks Eddie. We throw them in here in the boiling water, nice and loose. I like to throw them in one by one so that they don't glue together. If you ever have made gnocchi, that's kind of the same dough. Okay. Throw them all in. Let the water come up to a boil again, and you will see the, yeah, you can see it. You will see the those coming up again, and later, and coming up to a swim. In the meantime, we look at our sauerkraut, which looks nice. It reduced pretty much. If you look at it, it's nice. I put a little bit of the broth in it, not much. Just a little bit for the taste. Okay, we don't need that one. Just had it as a spare emergency if it got too dry, but we have enough liquid in there from the sauerkraut. Looks perfect. So this is actually pretty much done. So I put the lid on. And put it over here. Actually, I leave it here so we can use the pan over here. But I turn off the oven and wait for the, take a wooden spoon to just, you know, give them a little push that they're not on the ground, and let them come up by itself. So just watch what happens. And then once that is done, we have to brown them. And just put here a little cold water over those. Okay. And let's see, yeah, work. Put that over here for a minute. Just want to put that thing over here. Okay. Wash my board. Okay. Because I don't want to have flour on it. Then I show you the ones I made already. Here, see that? So they are waiting to get browned. And you can eat those once they are browned with applesauce. It's really good too. But Germans like them. It's a winter meal actually. If you go on a Christmas market, they have a little food trucks and stands where they sell the push pasta. It is a winter meal. You eat it when you go skiing, and you know, when you come home, this is something easy to make, and everybody likes it. One thing I haven't put in yet, I remembered, we do a little garlic. So we should get a little garlic in the sauerkraut. Much, maybe an 1/8 teaspoon. Nice. As always, I put the recipe underneath the movie.
It's a description.
So you have it in the description. You don't have to all write it down right now. It's for free, so I'm not charging you. Okay. We too would love if you subscribe to our channel, and we appreciate that you watch us every Sunday. This is when we put our movie on the channel every Sunday. See now, let me show you how they come up. They swim like little dolphins. And what we do is we fish them out with our little spoon here and put them over in the colander. Very nice. You did a good job, Eddie. They look good.
Oh, I feel like I ate these before.
Got lots of it.
Whoa.
Got lots of it. Okay, you can put, if you want, you can turn on the water a little bit and pour a little bit water, not much, just a little bit hot, cold water over them. Yeah, then they don't stick so much, because we don't want sticky action. I think I got them all. Yeah, all right. Okay, now we put that away, because we need that space. Ooh, hot, hot. Just need to wash the bowls out. Alright. And here I get that non-stick pan really hot. So really hot is the cold wort. Here are our pasta. Probably have to go in 2 batches, I would say. But that's fine. So we let it get really hot. How I do it is take some liquid. I mean, the liquid kind of dances in the pan, then we are right. And it doesn't. The only thing that happened is that I made spots on my oh, by the way, 53 pounds weight loss as of today. Show you. Ta-da! Do you see it? Ta-da! Ta-da! Not so bad, huh? I bought a new bathing suit in size 12. Looks really good. So I'm getting there. The journey continues. I still have a lot to lose, but I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Yeah, now I hear it. You hear it? So this means the water is hot. We put a few in. I don't want to put all of them in because I want only one layer in the pan so that they get a little browning action. And we just let them go now. And here's let's let them brown a little.
They look like fingers.
They look like fingers, yeah. They actually call it finger pasta in some areas. Especially when you can make them longer and then eat them with apple sauce. And there are different types, but the push pasta is the sauerkraut is the one that's really in our area people really like to eat. Get the lid off here. Sauerkraut really smells good right now. You could do a bay leaf in it, you know. For that meal I actually don't do it, but if you like the bay leaves taste, you can cook a bay leaf in it and it's just fine. cross action. That's what you want in the kraut later. This is what you want. That's that little cross action you want later. You want to have in the kraut. Let me show you that. Probably you won't see it from. It's the lighting. You can't see it really good. Let me see. Let me show you one. See that? They get brown. Okay. It's good already. Even make a sound. Okay. And what we do is we get I usually serve them family style in my Andalusian paella pan. We are international. What can I say? I have family everywhere, even in Marbella. And I put the kraut, the sauerkraut, in the paella pan. Nice and hot. Okay. Then I put the pasta with it. Yeah, that's brown enough. Get the next batch. Those with a wooden spoon. I heat that on that it's not getting cold. Not for cooking, but just to keep it all nice and warm. And we mix the push pasta in the sauerkraut. And it looks really good. Put a little parsley later on top. I didn't put eggs in it or anything. The original recipe, some people put eggs in it. It's not necessary. It's just additional fat, which is not good for your health. So don't do it. You can, if you want, you can stir it a little bit. Put it on half here until I have those ready. A little bit browner. Just stir them in the sauerkraut and the smoked bacon, the push pasta and the sauerkraut. It's just tasting really good together. We just mix it. Don't mash it. Just mix it. Yeah. And we put a little bit of
What about that one?
Parsley over it. For the color, you can put it here, then you see it better. Alright, they look just perfect. that one, huh? To serve. All right. Oh, some crumbles. We don't want to lose the crumbles, the bacon crumbles. Okay. Parsley. Out. Did you try it? A little bit garlic over it.
It's sour.
Yeah, you know, it's sauerkraut. But this is how kraut really tastes good if you make it in the pan with the onions and bacon. That's how it really tastes good. Okay, let me try it. I want to try it. Just want to put a little bit more parsley in it. I put the parsley in the as last because I don't want it to lose. Maybe a little pepper. Don't want it to lose all the flavor. All right, and show you. Bon appetit. This is the Bavarian push pasta, and I will try it for you to make sure it tastes like I want it to taste. It's an Bavarian après-ski dinner when you come from the hills, from the mountains. Just perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay, I hope you try it. As I said, if you like gnocchis, you like those too. Very good. It's also be eaten with applesauce. If you like sweet stuff, then maybe you want it with applesauce. I like it with sauerkraut. Okay, have a great day, and see you next Sunday with Addie's birthday cake. She turns 11 next week, so we will have a birthday cake. Bye, and hope to see you at the next rodeo.